Sorry if you're watching a video and it stopped. It did stop on me. What I was trying to say in this video, the government are urging public to prepare for a nationwide emergency. Could be a nuclear war, could be Russia that are trying to invade the UK, which I did say. There's going to be a time when the sirens will go off. So there's probably, but when they were saying this like in 10 years or sooner or later, that there will be an invasion. And NATO, that's probably what the emergency is. NATO will be coming to the UK. From the sky, from the air, on boats, probably on them big ship things, and vehicles that be coming off, and tanks, and army on the ground. That's probably what they're trying to refer to, or it could be just scaremongering because Richie Sunak is going to lose Conservatives, and basically he's going to try and get all these people into the army, young people, into jobs like fire service, charity work, old people's homes. So this could be a scaremongering. Remember when Donald Trump lost election, or was it Joe Biden that got in America, and basically they scrambled that and did some fiddling with the books, basically, and said basically that's how he got in. Will they do the same to the UK? Will they do the thing with the books to stop Keir Starmer from getting in? Will it be somebody else in Conservative? Who knows? Or is there something coming that we don't know about? That's my opinion and my thoughts. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. That's what they should be really talking about, and more police forces should know about this, and the army and NHS fire services, and people that live in the UK need to know. MI5, MI9, CID. I mean, all these people need to know what's really going on. Perhaps they do know, not telling us. Perhaps we know when the time comes. Anyway, let's play the video, the rest of it.
For that analysis on the preparedness that the government is shouting in capital letters, Julie Cook there.
Part
now,
2.
We're going to read out a statement from His Majesty's government who say this. The information on this site is designed to help you prepare for emergencies, be more informed about hazards, and get involved in activities to support yourself and your community before, during, and after an emergency. There's also specific advice for disabled persons and carers. Taking action now will make it easier to manage if an emergency does happen. Well, what say you at home? Do you actually view this as yet more scaremongering, or do you think actually, calm down, Darren, you've been a bit conspiratorial? We'll see what Georgia Gillilly thinks as well, the freelance journalist who still joins me in the studio. When you were reading all of this, because we're being told to print out a list of numbers.
I've not printed out.
Have you printed off a list of numbers? Did you dash and say, well, my phone might die of battery, so all these other things might happen? Preparing for all eventualities. Have you done it?
No. I think if I had children or something, I think it'd be something that was more at the front of my mind. I agree that governments and setting fear in people makes people more compliant, which can be useful for governments. However, our current government, I don't think they can organise a proverbial in a brewery. I don't think it's coordinated that this was released, and there's also a general election. I don't think it's coordinated at all. There's no evidence of that. I think to an extent it can be seen as patronising, but I also think that, as we're saying, with things being so digital now, you're saying, oh, most people might have a torch in their house. I don't actually have that. I just use my phone.
To be honest,
so many
Georgia,
things.
the amount of people that couldn't afford to get 3 days of supplies on top of their weekly
Yeah,
shop,
that's a lot, actually. I probably have maybe not even a day or something, depending. But yeah, I think people who may be a bit older, they have their own houses. When you have a house, things just keep like my parents' house.
Oh, absolutely.
We have stuff, but
the space.
if you live in a flat in London, you're a young person.
Exactly.
You don't just have loads of kind of emergency things or lots of food, that kind of thing. I think the government might be aware that people sort of our age are a bit less prepared.
And a lot of people may well be saying this proves that they're all a bit out of touch, to be perfectly honest. But Georgia, thank you very much for your company today. That's freelance journalist there, Georgia Gillilly.
Well, what do you think about this, guys and girls? Is it just scaremongering, or is there something coming? Anyway, I better end the video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next one. Take it easy, peace.